But today, the Soulja Boy Ice-T feud, their beef, is exploding. It's exploding all over the internet. And I happen to be immensely amused by it, so I want to get back into it.
Man, I want to reply to all this internet drama that's going down, you know what I'm saying? I said something about this kid, Soulja Boy, while doing the mixtape, you know. The cats took it, you know, they basically were asking me how I felt about it, you know, the state of hip-hop and Soulja Boy, and I went on one, you know what I'm saying? So I apologize, Soulja Boy, for telling you to eat a dick. That was just in anger, you understand? Because truthfully, you know, a brother of my caliber shouldn't be talking down on a youngster your age. But as far as your music goes, it's garbage, you know? And I'm saying that for all the hip-hop, homie. You know, there's kids that go in the studio and really try to rap. That really sit down with a pen and write stuff, you know what I'm saying? And this ain't no old school, new school. This ain't no East Coast, West Coast drama, you dig? I'm feeling Lupe Fiasco. I'm feeling, you know, Lil Wayne, you know, Young Jeezy. You dig what I'm saying? I love T.I., Ludacris, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling cats like that take time to go in the studio and really write something. I'm talking about your garbage. We got to get rid of that, man. Hip-hop has to last forever. It ain't gonna last with you doing that Superman bullshit, man. That shit is whack. Trust me. Now, you know, you may feel, well, Ice-T, you shouldn't have said it, but then you shouldn't have replied, pimpin'. You shouldn't have replied. You see, because when I diss you, there's no ramifications. You know, you can't hurt my career, cuz I'm caked out, Jack. I'm caked out. There's nothing you can do to hurt me. No, I don't never have to make another rap record. But when you go against me, you go against the whole West Coast. You go against all the OGs. And trust me, there will be ramifications. Not from me, but from hip-hop. You done fucked up.
Hold up for a second.
You supposed to take that. Sometimes...
So far, this is kind of embarrassing, if you ask me.
Really? I don't think it's embarrassing.
I think it's awkward, man. And then they sound like third graders, like, you shouldn't have done that. There's going to be ramifications, not from me, but from Susie and Sally, who got my back.
No.
And we're all going to freeze you out.
I see what you're saying. I mean, considering the fact that he's 3 centuries old, I mean, he shouldn't be making a YouTube video response to Soulja Boy. Who cares, right?
And he looks old, dude. I mean, like, I'm old, right? But I'm just saying... he looks like he's trying to beef, but he's lost his edge.
Right.
And he's just going in circles about, oh, you shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said it, but you shouldn't have said it either. La 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 la. Like, yeah, I don't know, it's weak sauce, if you ask me.
It is weak sauce, and he looks dumb doing it, but it's also very entertaining.
Oh, are you kidding me? That's why we're doing it, so let's keep it rolling.
When old school brothers tell you something, you're supposed to just accept it and keep it moving. You ain't supposed to come back, oh, you Ice-T, you old. Nigga, when you 17, a nigga that's 25 is old. You know what I'm saying? So that don't bother me, cuz. And trust me, I got cake for every year I've been alive, kid. You got 15 minutes. So you need to be apologizing, nigga. And you need to get your rap game together. And if the niggas called me today, they was like, Ice-T, you trying to start a war? Is there a war gonna start? Ain't gonna be no war. Ain't no East Coast, West Coast. Ain't North or South, because I love the dirty South. You know? If any war, it's gonna be good hip-hop versus whack hip-hop. You understand what I'm saying? And if there has to be a war on that battlefield, then I'm proud to be the general, nigga, and I will never shoot a round off. I don't need to make records, man. I got little niggas for that. Watch the YouTubes. Watch the fucking blogs. The shit is gonna go down, kid.
Oh, come on, hold up.
It's gonna go down. You done fucked up.
Hold up now. Now you're telling him to check the blogs?
Yeah, you know, I hadn't gone this far in the video, but now he's really pathetic.
Yeah,
Calm down.
And he even looks awkward saying the N-word these days. I mean, he's supposed to be an OG. You would be able to throw that word around like it's nothing, right? But he seems like he's forcing it when he says it. I want to be on Ice-T's side, you know?
Look, Ice-T is making a valid point where he says that Soulja Boy's rap is crap, and we're going to talk about that a little later. But he needs to calm down. The video is too long, and he needs to, like, just let it go.
And second of all, I mean, I love rap and hip-hop. But everybody pretends like it's like the beautiful poetry of our times. Sometimes very few songs are, right? But overall, 98% of it is crap, okay? Yeah. I mean, I love you, and I sing along to it, okay? But come on, man. I mean, come on. It's about smoking weed and getting laid and riding around in cars, okay? I mean, what's the big drama about?
you really have fucked up. And I don't even know why I'm even talking to your ass, because you're so corny. Also, during that little statement, I said something negative about Hurricane Chris, you know, talking about his hair. You know, I really apologize for that, Hurricane Chris, man. That was uncalled for. You ain't really in it, you know what I'm saying? I was just so heated at the moment, the way the cat got at me, you know, asking about hip-hop and asking, you know, how Soulja Boy ranks and what is that about with the new hip-hop.
Rappers can't apologize.
So I apologize, Hurricane Chris. You know what I'm saying? I have no distaste for you whatsoever. I hope you accept my apology.
Oh, come
on. But as far as Soulja Boy, yo, you whack. Listen, man, maybe I'm wrong. You know? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people like your kind of hip-hop, okay what I'm saying? Maybe nobody cares about lyrics no more. Maybe nobody cares about kids that really go in the studio and bleed over the track, you know? Maybe hip-hop is just all about, you know, some bullshit-ass dance, okay? Maybe that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm wrong, you know? But I'm gonna let hip-hop speak on that, you dig? This is just my opinion. You know, my opinion is your garbage. You dig? And I wouldn't even have said nothing to you if you hadn't came back and tried to get all out of pocket. Respect your elders, nigga. And try to get on it, man. Good luck with your career, homie. I'm out. That's the last you're gonna hear from me.
Yo, Soulja Boy, my dad was wrong for saying that. But I'm 16. I'm your age. Eat a dick. Your music's whack. Your age.
What the hell was that?
That's just apparently Ice-T's son.
Oh, that's funny.
Dude, one, rappers can't apologize. What was that thing with the apology to Hurricane Chris? That was embarrassing. Number two, he keeps saying you're whack. Dude, that's the best you got, calling him whack? I don't know, weak sauce. And three, and then he comes back with maybe I'm wrong. What kind of fucking gangster rap is this? What kind of bullshit are we listening to? How do you beef and say maybe I'm wrong and apologize to half the community? No, man, I'm very disappointed in Ice-T. Bringing it weak like that? No. All right, Jared Jackson, you were going to get at me for my rap is 98% nonsense anyway with the song.
It is. That's what Ice-T's talking about. And the majority of people apparently buy into it and think that's what it's supposed to be. It's not what it was. That's what it is now. That's what he's upset about.
That's what with every category of music. You know, rock was supposed to be something meaningful, man. And then we got Pink, and all she does is, you know, she writes songs about falling in love. I don't even know.
So your beloved, who's your group from? I'm getting a brain fart. Chuck
Public
D,
Enemy.
Your Public Enemy. They talk about rims and hoes and money all the time, right?
No, but that's what I'm talking about.
Is that why you love them so much?
No, but by the way, let's get real, right? I love Public Enemy's message, right? Back when I used to listen to it when I was an OG, back in like '88, right? That shows you how old I am. But anyway, but I wouldn't have listened to it if it didn't sound good, man. I love the way it sounded. And if they were talking about hose and rims and etc., I probably would have listened anyway, to be totally honest with you. And I love Run DMC, and they were like Candlestick Maker and Baker, and they just rhymed, you know? I mean, come on.
Right, but there's the thing. That was the whole thing about hip-hop. You could be talking about something, and it sounds good. Now, as long as it sounds good, talk about your toe, and it's okay.
Mm-hmm. And it is okay. That's how you sell records.
Exactly, that's the thing. It's easier now. It's just like, you know, just kind of fart on a record, and that's okay. It's okay, because everybody's dumbasses will buy it, listen to a fart sound get mixed 3 times over again. That's okay, because, oh, that's hip-hop now. And somebody who actually, as in his place, liked what hip-hop was, is like, now we got farts on records, and everybody's okay with that. I don't like that. And in fact, he's apologizing and saying all this other stuff. It means he's not being a character. Soulja Boy's been a character, and that's what's making the money. Cool, I don't care, make your money. Take money from all the fools all you want. I have no problem with Soulja Boy doing that. But the reason Ice-T is apologizing because he actually cares about the music that he was a part of the beginning of. Now, Soulja Boy's like, whatever. Let me just kind of crack 45, 50 jokes and say nigga 67 times, and that'll be okay too. But I mean, that's okay if that's what happens. But it's just for people who don't like that shit. They're gonna say this is they actually care about it. Instead of just making it, there's a beef. That means we have to say something a certain way, and then when I'm on beef and I have to rhyme because I'm a rapper, and then I have to be a hardcore ass nigga and all. It's just,
all right.
He's just talking. He's talking.
No, hold up. So, Grandpa, I'm getting the sense from you that you're on Ice-T's side, and you like what Ice-T did there. Didn't you think that I was a little weak?
Why? Why is it weak? Because he wasn't talking about gangster shit.
Oh, Grandpa. Okay, I'm not buying it, man. Not buying it. No. You lost your edge, son.